What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. I want to say shout out to the Mac heads, shout out to the Maniacs, shout out to my partner, Baby S. You know, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. We can still do our thing when we find some dudes that's willing to come out the grave and holler at us on camera. But in the meantime, I got to give y'all some stories, so let's get into it.
I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. Today's story I'm taking back a little bit because it's violent. You know I don't like to tell violent stories. I'll tell some pull out a gun, run a dude off, those type of stories, fist to fist. But violent story for y'all real quick. It's not no gangbang stuff, but in 1988, my mother bought this white Samurai Suzuki Jeep convertible, and this is a Jeep that's in a lot of my stories. Might involve me, might involve my brother. Could probably tell some with my sister. But, so mom's bought this Jeep, and it's brand new, so it's fresh, right? It looks good. The paint is nice, real factory paint, clean, no scratches, no rubbing marks, no nothing. It's just immaculate. For some reason, I get up in the morning and I want to go dry this Jeep. Of all the cars I could have picked in the driveway and the front yard, I picked the Jeep that day. So I get in this Jeep and I go to Palms. I guess that's near Santa Monica, West LA, something over there. And by the 10 freeway. It's like a little pocket over there. I forget what they call it. They had a name. The graffiti artist had a name for it. I used to go up there a lot with a couple of my partners. AL, rest in peace. Mark 7. And I would terrorize a lot of those dudes. Mostly white dudes. Arrogant, rich dudes. At least they seemed rich anyway. They came from nice areas. Black dudes. Some gangbang, some didn't. But some thought they were tougher than others. I was kind of like the sheriff, right? I would come over there and kind of restore some order. Whatever, write on walls, take people's paint, sock dudes out, stuff like that. So I go over there and Mark 7 is there. And mom's got the steering wheel lock. Y'all remember them? Red steering wheel lock. But I don't like to use it. That's such an inconvenience for me. And I pull up on this like dirt road by some old exempt railroad tracks. And I'm talking to Mark and I hear, so I look, I got a 22 on me. I got a 22 in my pocket. I look, and I'm like, damn. And then I see this white dude with blonde hair, and he throws a rock at the Jeep. Boom! And it just misses the Jeep. So I'm like, this fool done hit the Jeep. I take off running. And he's just walking like he ain't tripping. I'm not gonna shoot him. I ain't there to kill this fool. That was kind of foul, man. Because moms would always tell me, don't let nothing happen to that Jeep. Don't bring that Jeep back with no scratches. That Jeep is new, don't mess with my Jeep. And that's in my mind the whole time. Even when I pull up on the dirt with the rocks, I'm thinking about the Jeep. I'm even thinking, what if a train actually comes down this track and hits the Jeep? I'm thinking all these thoughts in my head. Sometimes what you put in the universe it will actually happen. I'm trying to get $1 million before the end of the year. Just trying to get $1 million before the end of the year, man. And so I chase after him, and I stop. I go into the Jeep, and I pull out that steering wheel lock. Big red, solid one too. It wasn't hollow, it was solid. So dude starts to jog, and I chase after him. And I hit him. Bah! Across the top of his head. Blood just starts spilling out. That ain't enough. I ain't satisfied. I'm hot. Because Mom's told me not to mess her Jeep up, and I'm going to have to explain to her. Man, I'm like, damn. I'm devastated mentally. And then I done blacked out. You know, when you drunks talk about blacking out, or dudes be, in situations, violent situations, and they black out. I blacked out. I'm fully aware of what's going on, but I really don't know why stop. I just know, keep going. I hit him again. Boom, I drop him. He's on the ground. Boom, boom, I'm hitting him hard. And I know it had to hurt. I hope he was on PCP. Bah, I'm beating him like they did Rodney King. Bah, and I know this fool might die. I start hearing horns going off. Bum, bum, bum. I'm hearing people out these apartments yelling, stop, stop. I'm like, oh shit. It's too late now. I hear all this, but I'm like, man, he shouldn't have threw this damn rock at this Jeep like that. He put a little dent in it and it knocked the paint off. So it's a piece of white paint missing. It's like silver or chrome up under it. And it's a dent in there. I remember this FedEx driver comes and he's blowing the horn. Stop. I'm like, man, fuck you. FedEx driver takes off. A UPS truck is over there and dude's coming to get back in his truck. And he's yelling, stop. So I don't really remember. I can't really picture Mark 7, but I know he was there and he was coming. So I'm going after the UPS driver now. UPS driver got to get the same treatment. Because I don't want him to tell on me, report me. Plus, he in my business and don't know what this dude did. UPS driver jumps in that truck. He takes off. So I'm like, man, at that point, I just wanted to do something to somebody else, man. I think about that dude all the time. I don't feel sorry for what I did, but I think I did a little too much. I do. I think I did a little too much. Could have killed that man for that, but I always wonder, why do people do stuff like that? What is in your heart? What is the jealousy or envy or larceny in your heart that makes you do things like that? I understand he may have been homeless. I'm not sure if he was homeless or on drugs. He might have been on both. But why are you mad because you see a new car? Or maybe you felt like we was invading your area. I don't know what it was. But man, he could have hollered like, hey, why are you parking? Hey, don't park here. Anything. Or why are you over here? You know what I'm saying? He might have thought I was one of them white dudes writing on the wall. But nah, that was a bad day for him, man. That was a real bad day for that dude, man. And it always bothered me. But you know what? It's because I got a conscience. Sometimes I didn't really have a conscience, but I do have a conscience, man. And a lot of times I look back on life and I regret a lot of the things I did. But I'm going to keep giving y'all these stories, man. The lesson here is one bad mistake like that can cost you your freedom, possibly your life. So you always have to kind of be aware of what's going on and why you're doing it. And you never know when you're just going to lose it. The only way to stop yourself from losing it is to be careful before you start going in on somebody. Don't go bother nobody that ain't bothering you, man. Don't be mad at somebody because they got something you don't got. Whether that's property, a YouTube channel, or a reputation. As long as that person ain't bothering you, don't bother them. With that said, your boy KevMac is out. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I tell all sorts of stories here. And don't be afraid to leave a comment under the video. Peace.